Hello and welcome to that Eurovision site, Eurovision with a slice of life. I'm Angus, and today I'm talking to the marvelous Tribe Friday, who are competing in Melodifestivalen with their song "Shut Me Up." First of all, how are you?
We're good. Thank
good.
you.
Yeah.
All good. Yeah, very happy to be here. A bit tired, to be honest. It's been a long few days, but yeah, feeling good. Feeling good.
That's great to hear. So a lot of people will not know you yet because this is your Melo debut. So could you introduce yourself to our viewers, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
I'm Noah. I sing and play guitar.
I'm Robin. I play bass.
And I'm Isaac, and I play guitar.
Yeah, and we're basically just like a bunch of small town emo losers who write music in our garage. And we love playing music. I mean, that's what we do. So we've been touring quite a bit these past few years. So, and it's great to be here now. Yeah.
Awesome. So tell me a bit more about your song.
Right. So the song is called "Shut Me Up." It's we we like to call it a garage schlager, which I feel like is a pretty fair description of it. We wrote it ourselves in our kitchen, actually, where we live, and then we recorded it ourselves as well.
Yeah.
It's like an upbeat sort of garage indie song about like a first date experience where like you find yourself with someone who's like a bit cooler than you, like a bit above your so like a higher wavelength, and then you try to keep up with their pace. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Very relatable. So what was that songwriting process like actually? Like, how do you write a song?
Well, for this one in particular, it was just we sat down with acoustic guitars in our kitchen like at 2 a.m. In the morning, and just wrote it in like 30 minutes or something.
Yeah.
So it was just like a jam thing, and it's very different. We write songs in a bunch of different ways. So sometimes we'll be like in full band in rehearsal space and jam something out. Sometimes we'll write something in the studio. Sometimes I'll write something on an acoustic guitar and then bring it to the band. So it's very different. But this one is it's a kitchen jam. Yeah.
Cool. So how did it actually all come about that you ended up at Melfest this year?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I think we're as surprised as everyone else is that we're here. Basically, we sort of heard from some people that we work with that they were interested, and they had reached out a couple of times, and we're big fans of Melfest, and we had like our debut record. We just finished it, so we had like a bunch of songs ready to go, and then we heard they were interested, so we just sent a few over. Like, yeah, why not? And then they called a few months later, and here we are.
That's awesome. And how's the experience been so far?
Amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's so nice.
it's been great. I mean, like the big thing for us is we're very much used to doing everything ourselves, like touring smaller clubs, doing like our own sound and stuff.
Yep.
So like the main thing that's been cool is that there's like a person for everything here, and everyone's so professional.
Oh, yeah.
So we just get to do what we do best, which is be on stage. So that's really nice. And I just feel like the general vibe here backstage is just great. Everyone's so nice. It feels like we're just a bunch of friends having fun. So yeah, it's been great.
That's amazing to hear. Actually, about those live experiences, how would you compare your performance at Melfest to your actual live shows? Like, can I expect a similar vibe or something very different?
It's very similar.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically what we always do. We're on stage, we're having fun. We're letting loose all our sort of built up energies. So it's just going to be that, but obviously turned up to max. So we've worked with the team to get like great animations and stuff. So the stage looks really cool. So it's basically like just one cool backdrop for us to do what we do best.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it looks really promising. I can't wait to see the end result on Saturday.
Thank you.
Yeah, I also have to say I found on the internet doing my little research that you toured with bands like Mando Diao, who are like one of my childhood favorites. So that's like, I'm so
really?
jealous of you.
Yeah, that show was cool. That was really cool. We were super lucky to open for them. So we did 2 shows with them, and yeah, that was great. I mean, they're super nice as well. So that was cool.
Who are your musical inspirations?
I feel like we have a pretty like broad palette. You know, we're all, you know, we have our similar favorites, but
Yeah.
we also listen to a lot of different stuff. So I don't know if you want to go one by one.
Ooh, yeah. Should we go what's different about us? I mean,
Yeah.
that's interesting. Somehow I'm kind of influenced personally by like more weird acts like Death Grips and stuff. So I'm the odd one in the gang because I listen to like Noise and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, for me, what can I say? Freddie Mercury
Yeah.
was a legend. So.
Yeah. And I feel like, yeah, for me, and also, you know, sort of the common one that we all have is My Chemical Romance is a big one. We all grew up listening to them and they're amazing. And like the way they do world building and you know, stage building, that's, you know, we really like that stuff. And then also the Strokes are a big one.
Yeah.
But then, you know, we all listen to a lot of different stuff. So like me and Isaac, we've been like in the hardcore scene quite a lot, like moshing at shows and that sort of thing. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Like, yeah, I do hear back all those different inspirations in your music. I think like there's definitely from a lot of different directions influences coming in that you then put into a really cool new package.
That's cool. Thank you.
Melodifestivalen is a massive event, but it's of course also the prelude to national final for Eurovision. So what would winning Melodifestivalen and going to Eurovision mean to you?
It would mean a lot. It would be amazing. I mean, we don't want to, we don't want to like jinx it or even think about that right now. But it's, I mean, that would be amazing. It would be so amazing to be able to represent like the DIY scene in Sweden, and you know, the very much, you know, sort of underground indie, like, you know, the sort of music scene in Sweden where there's a bunch of different bands who are friends and do everything themselves. And I feel like that would be really cool to represent. So that would mean a lot for us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I'd also love to see it on the Eurovision stage. Speaking of Eurovision, do you have any favorite Eurovision entries?
Bunch of different ones.
Yeah.
I personally love Dari Freyr from Iceland. He's amazing. And I also really like the Ukraine's entry from last year, the Shum. Like, yeah, that's my sort of music.
Yeah,
I love that.
I just love the Lordi.
Lordi, yeah.
Yeah,
It was amazing.
That was cool. How about you, Isaac? Do you have any favorites?
I mean, like the same as you guys. I feel like in Eurovision you have so many like cool entries from different countries that are like really creative. It's really fun to watch. It's crazy.
Oh, and ABBA.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. And favorite Melodifestivalen entries?
Favorite Melodifestivalen entries. I really liked Jon Lundvik's Too Late for Love, because he's such an amazing vocalist and he's so present on stage, and I really appreciate that. I think that's really cool. And also Heroes.
Yeah.
Heroes by Mons.
That's a good one.
It's a really good one. Do you have any specifics?
Well, I said it before, but yeah, Las Vegas by Martin Stenmark.
Yeah. And I go
The classic.
Yeah.
Euphoria with Loreen.
Yeah, he likes
Yeah.
It's a good one. It's power.
Yeah.
A great song, and also the answer every sweet gives, I believe. So,
Yeah.
but there's nothing wrong with like just a very good reason for that, right? Like it's just such
Yeah.
a great song and performance.
Yeah.
So you have an album coming up later this year. Tell me a bit more about that.
Yeah, so it's our debut record. It's called Bubblegum Emo, which also happens to be you know, what we've titled our genre that we play. Yeah, I mean it's a bunch of different songs that we all wrote sort of during the pandemic in our house, just hanging out. And you know, then it's been a pretty long 2 years sort of getting it together and producing it in the studio. And we've done it all ourselves as well.
Yeah.
So it's very much, you know, just like a continuation of the Tribe Friday sound that we've already sort of established with our EPs, but you know, sort of turned up to max and just refined. So we're really proud of it, and I think the songwriting is our best ever. So really looking forward to putting that out. And it's been done. I mean, the songs have been done since like 2020. So we've been listening to it for over a year now, and also playing some of the songs live. So really, really looking forward to just getting it out so we can start on the next project as well.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to hearing it as well. So for people that now get to hear your music, maybe for the first time, that want to dig deeper and get to know you better, what songs of your discography would you recommend they start with?
I would definitely check out the singles that we've released from the Bubblegum Emo LP so far. So those are Forward is the Way Out, For Real, Conversation with Robin on the album cover. Those are some really good ones. And if they want to dig even deeper, then definitely check out the EPs that we put out in 2020. They're called, it's like a double EP thing called Chasing Pictures / Waiting for a Sign. There's some gems on there as well. And it's very diverse. Like there's a lot of like slow songs and some really punk rock ones as well.
I always love a good bit of variety, so that's great. Do you have any, I think that pretty much is everything I wanted to ask, really. So do you have any message for the viewers over at that Eurovision site?
Hi, thank you for watching and being so interested. And you know, I hope you'll watch the show on Saturday, and I hope you enjoy our sort of garaginess.
Great. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. So this was Tribe Friday. They will be performing this Saturday. If you're in Sweden, you can vote via the app, landline, text, maybe other ways. You never know.
Never know.
But yeah, go vote. Go check them out. You can find other Melfest coverage and what we wrote about Tribe Friday in our predictions and review on our website. And thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us.
Thank you so much. Thanks. Take care.
Good luck and have a nice rest of your day.
Yeah, you too. Cheers.